You're listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Damasiewicz.
Phone case?
I got a new phone, actually.
Well, I just see LeBron on the back.
Daniel's
LeBron?
just trying to distract us
LeBron.
from the beginning of Stump Daniel, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, Stump Daniel. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate that.
I'm just trying to keep the show on the tracks.
Oh,
Well,
stop doing
Daniel.
your job.
Stump Daniel is brought to you by the law office of Jeffrey A.
He
Damasiewicz.
just makes his own law.
He has his own laws. The law of Jeffrey A. Damasiewicz. I grew up with the law of Jeffrey A. Damasiewicz.
I did too.
Yeah, in fact,
He was my
sometimes
children's church pastor.
sometimes the law was of Jeffrey A. Damasiewicz was, you did something wrong, go walk up and down the stairs 10 times. Do you have a legal situation and need someone on your side? Let the law office of Jeffrey A. Damasiewicz be your advocate. If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, suffered a personal injury, or need representation with real estate law, small business law, or estate planning, let Jeff Damasiewicz put his 29 years of experience to work for you. Call Jeff Damasiewicz today at 360-612-3991 or visit damasiewiczlaw.com. That's DAMASIEWICZLAW.com. But we're going to go back to a Stump Daniel favorite.
Uh-oh.
We're going to name that Mariner.
Uh-oh.
Sweet.
I was just listening to a Mariners Classic game last night.
How old is Classic?
It was from 2012.
Okay.
And you'll be interested to note that Jesus Montero struck out while I was listening.
I really enjoy doing these Name That Mariner because I'll go pick a guy that's kind of obscure.
Yeah.
And then if you just Google someone, you can learn a lot of really interesting things about them. And everyone we've done so far had a really interesting story.
Very
Like when we
interesting.
did Miguel Olivo and we learned that, what was it, that he got in a fight with...
He bit somebody's ear off.
He bit somebody's ear off, got in a fight with somebody during a game and bit someone's ear off.
Yeah.
With Jesus Montero, there was the whole story about him throwing an ice cream sandwich at one of his coaches.
Yep.
Like, these have been really fun. And I'm going to tell you some interesting things, okay?
Okay.
So after every hint, and I have 6 of them.
Okay.
After every hint, you get one guess.
All right.
Okay. Your first hint. This player led the Mariners. This is really pathetic. He led the Mariners in home runs in 2010 with 15.
Oh, my gosh. With 15?
Yes.
Oh, that is just horrific.
I was actually going to look up the rest of the Mariners stats from that year, but I just realized we don't have internet, so we're going to have to just go with what I've got.
Oh, man. Let's see. Well, I was just listening to a game in 2012.
Okay.
So I feel like I at least have some more names in my head from
Yeah,
around
this was
that era.
2010, so
Yeah.
it's pretty close.
Justin Smoke.
It is not Justin Smoke.
Smoke.
Terrible guess.
They're all terrible in your mind.
In 2009, this player hit a career-high 31 home runs for the Mariners. He
Wow.
attributed most of that season's success to some eye exercises that he started doing with an ophthalmologist.
Oh.
Eye exercises?
No idea what that means. But he did eye exercises with an ophthalmologist, had a career year, and said that a lot of it was attributed to the eye exercises.
Weird.
There are certain types of eye problems that you can improve by exercising the muscles that your eyes use to focus, which I'm assuming is what that was talking about.
That sounds made up. Okay, Daniel, your guess.
Russell Branyan.
It is Russell Brand.
Yeah! Second guess.
Oh my goodness, I'm impressed. I'm especially impressed because Russell Branyan didn't even play for the Mariners in 2012.
No, but every time we start talking about dingers, I start to think Russell Branyan.
Okay,
Because he led the team.
With 15?
well, you have successfully avoided being stumped. And
Yes.
now I'm going to give you the rest of the hints because some of them are kind of funny.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is a little funny. Russell Brand was arrested in 2015. It doesn't start out funny, but it gets funny.
Okay,
I'll
I
get to
was
the funny
gonna
part.
say.
He was arrested in 2015 for breaking into his ex-wife's home while she slept, allegedly removing several items and tampering with the thermostat inside of the home, making it extremely cold before leaving the property. He was charged with felony aggravated burglary. So his ex-wife, who, if you dig really deep into it, you find out that there's like some assault claims and stuff, and that part's not
No,
funny.
that's terrible.
But he broke into the home while she was sleeping, stole some stuff, and then went, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show her. And he turned the thermostat all the way down and made it really cold.
Something tells me that came from a previous
I
argument.
wonder what they argued over.
Yeah. Oh
The
my
next
gosh.
hint was, after hitting 31 home runs for the Mariners in 2009, this player signed with Cleveland in 2010, but then was traded back to Seattle that same season.
Wow.
So he played about 50-ish games with Cleveland, and then came back to the Mariners, played 57 games with the Mariners, hit 15 home runs, and led the team.
Barf.
No wonder we were bad. No wonder the Mariners were bad. They were letting guys go and then trading for them.
Yes.
Hey, no, we
Yes.
realize you got this bigger contract offer. We're going to then pay you that, but also give the other team more players.
So I forget, though, 2010, if they're trading for someone mid-season, is that one of the years where they had like Vargas and Pfister and they were actually pretty good, and they had their pitching staff was really good, but they couldn't hit? And
Probably.
so they probably
There was a lot of those.
Seems
they
like-
probably tried to add Russell Brand midway through the season because he could
Hey.
actually hit and the rest of the team couldn't.
He hit
Yeah.
15 for us a few years ago. Yeah.
No, he hit
Exactly.
31 for them
The year
previous
before,
year.
I know.
year. Yeah.
And then he led the team with 15 in
Yeah.
57 games.
Yeah.
Good.
He wasn't a batting average guy.
No,
The
not
next
his jam.
The next clue. This player suffered an odd injury at a pizza parlor with his family in September of 2010. This was during that 2010 season. Bending down to pick up his son's flip-flop, he fell out of a chair and injured his tailbone. That injury ended his season on September 15th. So he played in Cleveland, came to Seattle for 57 games, injured himself falling out of a chair at a pizza parlor, picking up his son's flip-flop off the floor, and ended his season on September 15th.
I could not have told you who that was, or probably even that it was a Seattle player, but I do remember hearing about a player being hurt doing that. That's ridiculous.
Is it just me, or do you not? Does anybody else not believe that for a second?
No, it's a lie.
Like, you hear about all these, like, super weird injuries, and it's like, yeah, no, they were doing something in breach of their contract, got injured, and was like, oh, it was super weird. I was just eating pizza, and I hurt my tailbone.
I see. You're
Give
saying
me
he
a
was doing.
break.
You're saying he was doing something completely different. I was just assuming that he was not just eating pizza.